I see all good people. Good morning. I do see all good people. But over time, people change. Sometimes they change because they have to change. Sometimes they change because they want to change. There's a difference. Yet flexibility and adaptability are extremely important attributes to comprehend and to guide oneself towards being adaptable, flexible. There is one reason for saying this, because everything in the universe is changing. Everything is comprised of energy, and as such, we are subject to the laws of creation. And everything is changing. That means every moment in one's day, 86,400 times every day, everything is changing. Everything is being recalculated. The tabulations of whom and what one is different. It may be nearly the same, granted. And yet, over time, it most obviously changes. Just look at the aging of a human being, for instance. It is undeniable and it is unstoppable. It is a factor that we all need to come to terms with. When one speaks about meditation, mindful meditation, for instance, there's a reason why one chooses mindful meditation over other styles of meditation. And there seem to be many. And yet, the purpose of meditation, in my mind, is for self-growth, for harmony, for a sense of grace, for a sense of strength inside of oneself, a sense of not only the betterment of one's own being, but of all mankind, of one's family, of one's friends, of one's acquaintances and one's associate, of one's community. As we keep expanding the network we're speaking about, we end by speaking about our whole planet as stewards with a sense of responsibility to everyone. Yes, to ourselves and to everyone. Oftentimes when people speak about meditating and meditators, they are not really encompassing the whole story. It is much more than sitting quietly and focusing one's mind. This is a great beginning and part of the ritual of many, if not all, of meditation techniques. But it is a far cry from the self-realization. There is much more to do, much more to know. And why mindful meditation, in my view, stands above the rest. One, in one's self-illumination, realizes change is a tool. We can improve ourselves step by step, moment by moment, by minute, by hour, by day, if we make an effort to. And how do we do this? In simplicity's sake, we seek to acquire and to habitualize qualities and characters in our being, positive and nurturing. It's as simple as this. We utilize the foundation of one's physiology, one's being alive. The most basic of all of our foundations is this. It is underneath all the words and languages and symbols and religions and forms of government and societies and civilizations and laws and regulations. We're talking about the basic elements of one's being alive and taking it from there. It doesn't get more simple or direct. It is the basis of life itself. To come to a better understanding of one's beginning, because we're all in this together. We each, as much as being unique, are very much still similar, but very much still the same. 99.6% DNA is the same in all Homo sapiens. So what distinguishes us from someone who is not interested in mindful meditation? Not their thing. One's effort at self-improvement. One's realization we need to keep up with the changes that are going on. As one's body changes, so too need we change the way we exercise, the way we eat, the way we sleep, the way we interact with others, the way others interact with us, the way people view you, the way one views themselves, and the way one views the world. It is always changing. We need one accept the truth of the matter and propel ourselves forward. Revelations, understanding, flexibility in changing. We need to be receptive. We speak about receptivity, yes. Why? Because one need be receptive to see what one needs to do. Am I continuing on a good path? Or am I pausing and thinking further before proceeding on a path that isn't leading me where I want to go, where I need to go? These are why these words and the symbology of them is so important. It's not just someone saying these things out loud. In one's own contemplation, analyze what is being said and come to your own truth. Each of us is unique. Each of us has a right and an obligation, a responsibility to determine what is for oneself best. Being in a state of receptivity, comfort, calm, allowing one's eyes to close and one's hearing to expand, listening beyond the words to whatever sounds one might be able to hear. Going inside one's mind, visualizing going inside one's cerebrums. There's two of them, one on either side. Listening to whatever there might be, or conceiving of whatever there might be, because we're talking about beneath the threshold of sound. And realizing that as much as we know, as much as we see or hear, as much as we feel, as much as we have learned through scientific discovery and innovations, we hardly know anything. We can only see so far in the distance, and we only have a limited range of sounds that we can distinguish. And yet here we are. Feeling one's skin, feeling the warmth emanating through one's skin into the atmosphere, nestled against one's clothes or not, feeling the air, the circulating as we are about to breathe another gas and exhaling the same. Thinking, being flexible, being adaptive, being open-minded and receptive, to be able to accept one's faults, one's current limitations, to further one's awareness and knowledge of one's foundation, and being able therein to begin positive change. Do not look upon your mistakes as failures. Look upon them as the beginning of change. No, I don't like that. Or I like this and I'm going to continue. Being here now. Feeling one's body pulsing. Intently feeling one's body. Feeling beneath the skin. Feeling the arteries and one's veins pulsing. Life-giving oxygen and carbon dioxide on its return. Feeding and cleaning. Taking the garbage out and putting the groceries in. This is what we're doing 15 to 20,000 times a day in respiration and breathing. 90,000 times a day in one's heart squeezing and then relaxing. Every day. Every day. I'm not asking too much, nor is it asking too much of oneself to be remembering all day. When the opportunity arises, when one remembers and wants to be more awake, a few moments, a few seconds to say hello to one's own godliness. Yes, it's great to spend 1% of one's day, 14.4 minutes or 14 or 15 minutes, rounding it off, to sit in a concentrated, mindful meditation with a posture, with a proper environment, with a set of ideas one has about breathing and going through rituals and building them up. I get that. We do that. I've been doing it for 50 years. And what do we do all day? We change. We come full circle again to the beginning of this podcast. The more we gain from our meditation, the more that we have to offer. I find it so wonderful as I go outside and say, take a walk on the beach, and do so with a smile on my face, because I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to have my feet in the rolling and succumbing of the tides on my feet. I like to walk through a couple of inches of water, feeling it rise and fall. It's exercise. And in some sense, so is one's smile. And to see the response of countless fellow humans when their eyes meet mine and they see me smiling, how a smile dawns upon their faces too. Try it. as I'm sure you have many times, being more aware of it, as one need do, one need be. Lingering on these thoughts for another minute, please. Namaste.